Hey, Shalom. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahak Wadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who told us this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakarium, Shah Yasha'Allah, that's peace to the elect of the nation Israel. Now, hold on, what is this? Oh, okay, I guess that's an airplane there. You know, you got a lot of things that's about to take place on planet Earth. We got to be ready, you know, through the Spirit, you know, what our Lord say. Here, let's get it. Hey, this is a great time to be alive on planet Earth. I mean, we stay excited all day, every day watching these prophecies. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11 NLT. So that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes, and we know this Agenda 2020, this implanting everyone with a radio frequency identification tag or near field communication tag is right around the corner. This is Revelations 13 verse 13. It says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. So we got to get ready for this man wonders. NLT, he did astounding miracles. So the great wonders go into astounding miracles. What a word. Let me get this here. This is wonders.
Strong's G 4592. Say Mayan. Say Mayan.
So great wonders, signs, marks, tokens, that by which a person or thing is distinguished from others, a sign, a prodigy, right? Of miracles and wonders by which God authenticates the men sent by him, or by which men prove that the cause they are pleading is Yahweh. So this man is going to show God-like tendencies in this day with these miracles that he got, man, which is actually the equipment of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. This is Isaiah 47 verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. And we know the Chaldeans, these were the wizards of the time of the ancient Babylonians. Them Chaldeans today will go into Silicon Valley. You know, this whole thing with the Guinean system. You know, they're scientists, they're warlocks, they're popes, you know, they're wizards, you know, they're wise men. These will be the modern day Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take a millstone. And it's funny that great millstone is the ones prophesying their downfall. So take the millstone and grind mill. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the legs. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. And that's all your private parts. Because there's no more secrecy in Babylon anymore. Everything is out in the opening. 7th verse. And thou sayest, I shall sit a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasure, that dwellest carelessly, that saith in thy heart, I am. So that name goes to he is, which is Yahweh. So with these miracles, his technology, he's setting up his enterprise so he thinks the Lord gonna catch him while he about to eat. And none else besides me. I shall not sit a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to you in a moment, in one day: the loss of children and widowhood. That's Revelation, the 18th chapter. They shall come upon thee, in their perfection will show. Yeah, this is going to be very surgical. The way the Lord got your takedown, is all sealed in the Lamb's book of life, the downfall of great Babylon. And it's going to be controlled chaos. So to the regular mortal, it's going to look crazy. But those that's in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, everything is going to be right on time. It says, it shall come in a moment, one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thy enchantment. So this sorceries, let me get this in another version. This goes into his miracles. AMP. Sorceries in the spite of great power and enchantments. Let me see here, G&T. But in a moment, in a single day, both of these will happen. In spite of all your magic you use, you will lose your husband and your children. That's your system. That's your force. That's your system. So that's going to happen in one day. It'll tell you 1 hour. The Lord said you're going to lose your magic. This is NIV. Both of these will overtake you in a moment, on a single day: loss of children and widowhood. They will come upon you in full measure, in spite of your many sorceries, which is your magic, and all your potent spells. Because this man has cast so many spells upon the people of Babylon that it's a shame, man. But as I was making a move this morning, and I was going to get a patient, I rolled upon his room. It was a patient of mine I was picking up earlier. Let me see here. And the TV was on. I hope you can, hopefully you can see this too. Let me see, let me just play this. As you can see, the patient was blown away. But this is CNN News here, because this is going into this man's magic. Well, I'm gonna say this, man. You independent, all my ladies, right? We're gonna see what's gonna happen with this whole independent spirit. It is not gonna go well for a lot of you women, depending on these damn jobs, depending on your daddy Esau. It is not about to end well for y'all in Great Babylon. It's not looking good. Now, Esau, behind closed doors, he's calling this 2026 the year of the robot. And we know a lot of kids graduating from college, they leaving high school, they want to go right into trade, they want to go right to work, right? But when the employment of Babylon, this is how the employment of Babylon look. They gotta go to these job fairs or these job hubs. And the majority of people that's taking or collecting individuals by the hundreds is Amazon, UPS, Postal Service, these type of jobs here. But they're laying off by the masses from these jobs, man. Amazon, UPS, FedEx, DHL. They're eliminating the whole system because they about to shut it down and put you on your knees begging for this RFID chip, man, this universal basic income. So as I walk into the, this patient room to pick him up, this is on CNN. I'm like, man, hold on. turn this TV up. Because his eyes is big. My co-worker eyes are big. Or what they telling. So all this is coming out now because we down to the last few months of this man's kingdom. But it's about to be brutal. When I tell you, let's do the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah course, homelessness is about to hit the roof. And you know, Trump made it illegal to sleep in your car. So a lot of people about to be hauled off to these prisons, these camps, and a great majority is going to be you women, man. A great majority. Let me see. Hopefully y'all can hear this here.
Amazon replacing jobs with robots. Amazon plans to replace more than 500,000 people's jobs with robots.
Are you saying that no one's upset about being replaced by robots?
I think that's not how we did it, and it's certainly not how history has been. That robots will form alongside employees. Then the performance down here in New Jersey, where our employees are picking customer orders with homeless robots, and we believe that that's what's going to transpire going forward. We have many new programs. It will admittedly change the nature of what people will do. We know that we need to spend effort and time on
robots driving Amazon.
Upskilling with new jobs in robotics and AI. And we've heavily invested in programs like that. Like we have a really good example of our mechatronics and apprenticeship program for our employees. That teaches them important skills on how to fix and repair robots in a new job that pays up to 58% higher than current roles. It's a great way to upskill our employees and a great way that robotics can help our employees be safer. Also provides new job opportunities and new high skills opportunities for our employees.
So you're saying, well, I see that something is on the move there, warning people it's probably backing up. I do want to ask you about recent reports that are saying, you know, Amazon plans to replace more than 500,000 U.S. jobs with robots. I mean, is that number correct? And sort of, what do you say to people who say, look, these are jobs that humans once had, and now they're going to robots, and it's a situation that people don't like to see, jobs going away from human beings who need it for their families.
Yeah, we've certainly seen those reports, but they only tell really part of the picture. And again, if you look at what we've just done here during our peak season, we've hired over 250,000 employees across America as part of our peak season. And again, as we've deployed and scaled 1 million robots across the network, there's no other employer in the country that's hired more people in the last decade. So we think that the opportunities and the growth that robotics has enabled has also allowed Amazon to continue to grow, continue to provide great jobs, and as I mentioned earlier, continue to provide opportunities for upskilling jobs and really changing the nature of what people are doing into jobs that are more managerial, more problem solving, where high judgment decisions need to be made. I think that's a better place for the future of work.
Scott Dresser, thank you. We're getting the inside look there on how you all are dealing with a huge number of people who are going to be shopping today.
Yeah. Oh, it's about they shutting this place down. It's ultimately Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. This is going to start a lot of chaos, and people, they walking around. they dealing with this Cyber Monday. Black Friday was like a fluke, man. Ain't shit go down in Black Friday. They know it. But they depending on this Cyber Monday where everybody shop online, but ain't nobody got no money. Ain't nobody got no money. And now the robots are coming in. They're going to scoop the rest of the little jobs that's left. Oh, we talking great chaos is about to start. That's why it's time to kiss the sun while you can. Repent, get with Yahweh Shah. We're going to need these miracles, man. Oh, that's also going to put a lot of our jobs in jeopardy. You know, whatever field you in, you know, you thinking you're so valuable. See, the Lord knows the thoughts of man. And if you hanging on to that job thinking, oh, this ain't going to never happen, I'm going to keep my job. Well, you going to see. That's why I was, hey, you better get right with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. The Lord said in them days, be even as pilgrims, man. You know we coming to a day, we about to get it on. Straight up. Let me see this here. This is 2nd Ezra 16. Let me get this here. As the virgin shall mourn. That's good. This is verse 42. He that occupieth merchandise. Let me start from here. Verse 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready for the battle. You better be getting ready. Spiritually, number one. Mentally, girding up the loins of your mind. It ain't gonna be like this. You know, we sit in the car doing videos. You know, you got police, detectives on the street. Your little security alarm at home. Ain't nothing happening on your block for now. But you give it a few more months, man. It says, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready for the battle. And in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So the Lord said, it's time for us to be like pilgrims. Let's look this word pilgrims up, man. Let's search the web. Let's get pilgrims. A pilgrim can refer to a person traveling for a religious or moral purpose. Now, that happens through the Spirit. The Lord got to wake you up and see that this is not your rest. See, when the Lord wake the elect up, you know, we no longer live for a brand new car. You know, a nigga shopping around for a better deal on his mortgage. That'll make him happy. Refinance. That'll make him happy. Right? You're looking for equity in your home. That's the highlight of your day. You know? You're looking for real love. You walk on the earth looking for real love, right? No, we're pilgrims now. This is not our rest. We're just getting through. But the kingdom of heaven is on its way. That's the rest that the Lord was talking about. The fight, what we tell you in the book of Hebrews, man. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. About that final rest. That final rest is coming. But this ain't it. This was never it. This is the side of the fall of Adam, and the second Adam about to make it right. It says, this is Hebrews 4 verse 4, for he spake of a certain place of the seventh day on this wise. Yahweh did rest the seventh day from all his works. And in this place again, if they shall enter into my rest, and that's what we about to enter into, the final resting spot. Seeing therefore it remaineth that some must enter therein, and they to whom it was first preached, entered not in because of unbelief. Again, he limited a certain day, saying in David, today, after so long a time, as it is said, today, if you will hear his voice, harden not your hearts. For if Yahushua had given them rest, then would he not afterward have spoken of another day? And that's where we at now. We've been traveling on our pilgrimage. But now we about to enter into that final rest. There remaineth therefore a rest to the people of Yahweh. For he that is entered into his rest, he also have ceased from his own works, as Yahweh did from his. Let us labor therefore to enter in that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. So this is why we traveling. This is what the prophets hope for. The kingdom and everything that comes with it. The new bodies, fresh air. Oh, Peter spoke of the same thing Isaiah saw. A new day, a new earth, a new heaven and a new earth. That final rest. That's why we on our pilgrimage. Once again, a definition. A pilgrim can refer to a person traveling for religious or moral purpose. Or especially, or specifically, to the English settlers who arrived, blah, 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 blah. We know those were thieves. General meaning, a pilgrim is a person who travels a long distance, and this has been going on for many centuries, to a sacred place, that final rest, often for religious reasons. So we about to enter into that final rest. So I'm gonna end it right here, you know. So it says there, it says back in 2nd Ezra 16:40, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready for the battle, and in those days be even as pilgrims upon the earth." And that's that final rest that we waiting for, because this thing is about to blow up, man. Y'all seen? I saw that. That was about maybe 9 o'clock in the morning. Walking in, this was blasting on CNN. So they gonna be talking about robotics, losing jobs, going all the way into 2026, man. 2026 gonna be one hell of a year. Giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who told us this truth. A sincere shalom, labakariim, shah yasha'Allah, peace to the elect of the nation of Israel. That final rest is on its way. Shalom. Because this ain't it.